94%. Hopefully the Soviets can start pushing a lot of this back. I mean, there's a lot of Soviet... Why are you moving away from the border? Soviet troops are getting a lot stronger as well. Oh, for Pete's sake, really? That's terrible timing. I've just launched your attack and you fall ill. Oh man, that sucks. The last thing I want is for the Germans to be aware of what I'm doing here and bolstering their defences. Yeah, questions always welcome. How are we doing here? We are still pushing. Successfully or otherwise. Although supply is a big problem. How are we doing on the heavy tank front? We can build another 3 heavy tank units. So you, and you. Could I say elite? Off you go. And government. Don't really need any of these. So, no, not going to use them. Although what we could do is the anti-communist raids. Let's do that. Which will actually give us more stability. How's the limit on special forces calculated? I never have space for trial troopers. It's a percentage of overall... What are they called? These, like, individual brigades. It's not divisions. Volunteers are done on divisions, which is silly. But special forces are done brigades. Anti-communist raids while defending the USSR with thousands upon thousands of troops. Yeah, exactly. We don't want them being indoctrinated while they're fighting overseas. Oops, wrong army. I meant that one. Why are you selecting the wrong army? There you go. Yeah, the Soviets' troops are definitely getting stronger now. So I'm assuming you have manpower once more. You do. Scraping the barrel. You're going to have a lot of manpower once we start retaking your territories. And how is your Lend-Lease situation? We have almost finished, in fact. We have like one more delivery. And then we can start delivering these. Hey, Dana. I think we're actually going to be able to cross this river. There we are. Boom. So hopefully the Soviets can deal with the troops behind the borders, or behind my lines. And if these guys make enough headway, I may also attack out of Leningrad. But at that point, I will be kind of relying on Soviet troops to hold the line behind me. Alright, so we're up to that line, so let's hold this. And just attack from that spot, but we are going to pull this all the way along here. So get into your positions from here. Feel free to force march. You're not the ones holding the front line, the Russians are. Marines 2, let's get Marines 3. Okay, now the Soviet troops are moving the right way. So, I think that they are starting to mass-produce troops now. So the Russians are back in the war. Hey, Duke. Why are the French suddenly speaking Dutch? Well, they have a Dutch commander. I don't think that was actually Dutch. How much are these worth? Novgorod is only worth 5. Unacceptable.
Pareil.
The supply situation down here is atrocious. Yeah, it's pretty bad. We have double what we're supposed to have. You are allowed to attack. 15% attrition. The UK announces the Balkan Diplomatic Initiative. The UK is not alone in seeing the threat in Central Europe, with the status of an independent nation guaranteed by the now challenged Treaty of Versailles. With fascist powers their aggressive rhetoric claiming the right to the territory, several states have seen the need to lead a pro-British policy. Capture supplies from the enemy. I wish that was possible. Don't think I'm going to be able to fly supplies in. It's really annoying that I can't use Russian air bases. The nearest would be this one. Although actually, that being said, now that we're pushing into Syria... Yeah, this is going to be down to whether we can take Turkey out or not. And Turkey is not looking particularly weak. And we have sufficient military factories again. I'm going to reduce the amount of amphibious tanks we're producing to maybe 2. And we're also going to reduce your priority down to about there. We're going to increase the number of medium tanks we're getting. Can always use with more of those. How are we doing for heavies? We have another unit.
Écoutez. Attention.
Below can't be upgraded.
Gardez vos distances.
De Gaulle can't be.
Gardez vos rangs.
And Tassini can't be. That's the last of the excavations. And that's the last of the technology stuff, industrial stuff I wanted to do. Air Force we are working on. And Doctrine we finished. Artillery. I would like to get rocket artillery and start adding that as a support unit. Can I offer air volunteers to the USSR? No, because I'm at war. The thing I could, however, do... Ha! Why the hell did I not think of this before? I'm an idiot. Because now that the USSR has fixed their manpower problem, I can just send them the planes I want them to fly. I don't actually have that many. So we'll send you these. That's going to be 13, 126, 8, 11, 544. Oops. Send.
Vos ordres.
Whoa, okay. Interesting. That was a little bit more successful than I expected. Don't push them too much. Make sure we can hold on to what we're taking. Although with the Soviets coming in, now actually replenished with manpower and guns, we should be able to fight a lot better. In fact, it looks like the Soviets here are fighting back.
Écoutez. Pareil.
Huzzah! So how are you feeling about a counterattack? Could try. I'm rather disappointed with how poorly this one is going. Instead, we're going to go and try and beat that instead. So let's... Are you not attacking? There you go. That's what I want you to do. Just attack them. Madness. Madly. Crazily. With much force. Alright, so we need to choose between better special forces or more special forces. So that's defense and organization. Acclimatization both sets get, although you acclimatize a heck of a lot quicker. And you have more supply grace, which is better for like paratroopers and things. Or out of supply minus 10%. I guess that means you run out of supply 10% slower. Unfortunately, I don't think that 5% more capacity is going to matter much, especially when the capacity is actually pretty sodding low. So I'm going to go with the advanced. I'm just going to make our special forces even better.
Gardez vos rangs.
Now I'm hoping that the more of this territory we take back, the better the supply becomes, because we're spreading it over just more infrastructure.
Écoutez. Attention.
So now I think what I want you to do is get to Novgorod and then link up with those guys.
Écoutez.
So this back bit, not your problem. That's going to be up to the Soviets to hold. Sundrol, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Mordlings. And Jackstor, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see so many of you watching this. It's been an exciting ride so far.
Bougez-vous.
Guys are getting absolutely killed by the supply situation down here. 33% attrition. You're not actually acclimatized yet either. And whenever you attack, you succeed. It's just a question of whether your organization holds out. And you're probably taking some pretty disgusting casualties too. They are very short on medium tanks, which suggests to me that we need more medium tanks. Germany's now lost 11.5 million, 5.5 to me. Down to about 5 mil. It's not looking too hot for them anymore.
Continuez l'attaque. Bougez-vous.
Getting more and more Assyria. That's good. Right, did my air transports ever arrive? They did. They can barely reach the edge of Syria, let alone the Great Steppe. So, no, that's not going to be of much help. Soviets, let me use your damned air bases. Please.
Aux ordres.
Wait, why have you changed again? From there. The Soviets seem to be pushing on their own
Pareil.
initiative at the moment. Let's go and boost that. Tibet officially has a navy in the EU4 game. Nice. Germans seem to have gone missing. These are all Romanians and Yugoslavians. Are the Germans starting to delete armies, I wonder? And their side has now lost more. 33 million. Ouch. Jet fighters! That would take just over a year. Really? Oh, do it. Somewhat quicker than I expected. Well, I guess I have the 100% faster construction or research, so I'm not that surprised.
Pareil.
Alright, it's time to push out from Leningrad. Let's start taking some territory. See if we can get the Great Encirclement. Cut them off at Crimea and encircle all of this. Except then I'd need to get through the Caucasus too. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We're up to 65 million combat deaths in this version of World War II. This makes the real thing pale in comparison. Civilian deaths must be truly devastating at this point. I don't know, because there hasn't been very much bombing. And wasn't it bombing that was responsible for most of the civilian death? At least in Western Europe.
Attention.
The Soviets are up to 93% capitulation. Truly a great day. There it is. We've unified our commands.
Pareil.
So let's delete your current orders. This is now your front line. And this is your objective, which you will continue to attack.
Écoutez.
All of you.
Gardez vos rangs.
You're taking so much attrition. Flipping hell. 56,000 guns available to send the Soviets. How is your convoy situation looking? I don't think those are sending. Start lend lease. I want to send you 30,000 of these. I think all the planes already got sent. Yeah, they did.
Aux ordres.
Hurry up and get into position, please. German army seems to have reached the critical mass. Lack of guns and manpower are forcing them back to regroup. It looks that way, doesn't it? The Soviets are definitely counter-attacking here. We're making a great big attack here in the north, which is continuing to press on. We've taken Novgorod. Soviets are now 92% capitulated. And Soviet manpower is sitting at 1 million. Soviets are back in the war! All because we took Leningrad. That was the turning point. Leningrad was our Stalingrad.
Attention.
Go. Oh, now we can see their forces down here for some reason. Weird. Just remember not to let the USSR get too strong. We still have the post-war to build. It'd be nice not to have a Cold War in this one. Considering they've lost 17 million people and counting, yeah, I'm not sure they'll have the population left to really contend with France. Because throughout all of this, I've lost 1.07 million. Like, France has come out pretty lightly.
Attention.
How are we doing for heavies? We can get another 3 units built. 1, 2, 3. Could I say elite? And there's just 2 more to do here. I mean, those units are getting pretty heavy, so equipment down here is going to be pushed kind of to its limit.
Attention.
But once we have Beirut, we can upgrade its port. Because this is French. This is stuff I can build up. And I shall. I also want to have an amazing airbase here. And an amazing radar station. Actually, I think I'll put the radar station in Aleppo. In fact, I think I'll put the airbase in Aleppo too. There it is. What am I making this old? Oh, mechanized. Aha. Missed that. Right, so if your mechanized 3 is finished, I never did get anti-tank. Well, I don't need it because I have so much AT. More defense and breakthrough, that would have been nice, especially because I saw some mechanized breakthrough. We're finally starting to push down here. Supplies are still kind of terrible. Whoa, dude. What are you doing? That's just asking to get cut off. What? You,
Bougez-vous.
I'm a little bit surprised that the Germans haven't tried to cut us off. Right, where's Moscow? That's what I should really be going for. Restore their capital. I think I'm going to redeploy up to this bit next.
Écoutez.
Okay, that'll do. Let's redeploy here. Make a spearhead. Moscow right there. Still sinking Turkish stuff. British Parliament debates intervention in Scandinavia. Considering the strategic value of the Scandinavian region, the British Defence Forces and the potential risks of meeting an enemy build influence there, the British Parliament has debated the possibility of a military intervention. Don't do it. Not now. Although actually having control over Finnish and Swedish air bases and things would be quite nice. Although I don't need them anymore. They would have been nice like a year ago.
Pareil.
Need you all over there. Come on, people. What about this side? How are you doing? Struggling on despite the hefty shortages, and these guys are now starting to do strength. We're starting to see the German armies fracture. 12 million losses.
Écoutez.
What's happening with Cyprus? Because it seems like a whole lot of nothing. Not Cyprus, Aleppo. Turkish troops are still pretty strong. How's the Turkish manpower situation? All adults serve and they have 280,000 maybe.
Écoutez.
But yeah, supply is a problem. Right, I did say I was going to build up Beirut's naval base so we can ship in more equipment, and I am going to do so. And you do have an airbase, interesting. So let's get you based here. And we are going to have you air supplying the Middle East. Let's get you up to 200 planes now. So we're shipping in resources into Cyprus, and we're basically dropping those from Cyprus into the Middle East, so that these guys should be able to get better supply. Because they are well over. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, Romania is actually doing quite a lot, but most of it's just Romanian territory as opposed to actually Romania. They're also very nearly out of manpower. Alright. I think you're ready, aren't you? Pretty much. Go. Oh man, look at all those green numbers. Delicious! Go on, de Gaulle. Show us how it's done.
Attention.
And below, have you still not leveled up? Nope. I'd very much like for you to get Logistics Wizard, who would be very helpful right about now. I mean, what I could do is bring Weygand in, because he does have logistics.
Écoutez.
Again? Dude.
Attention.
You seem very susceptible to being injured and ill.
Écoutez. Pas de pitié.
Those are some seriously weak troops here. Look at the strength of them. There's a lot of them, but they have just no strength. And look how many elite units we're getting. Alright, I need to know. How much have you killed single-handedly? 603,000 equipment in the last year. And you've lost 3,000. That's an amazing kill-death ratio. Good grief. 600,000 equipment. Because it doesn't actually show you manpower, you can just see what you've destroyed. That's... Alright, I knew you were good, but you've just reached a whole new level of good. How are we doing for heavy tanks? Not enough to equip any more of you. Ooh, sinking Turkish convoys now. Good, good, good. Except seems to be... Well, the recons are still doing their thing. And we are still fighting on the coast, so we'll keep you in naval support.
Gardez vos rangs.
I think you're ready for another attempt. Yeah, I was right. Are we going to make it to Moscow? I think we might. De Gaulle sweeps down from the north to liberate Moscow. Not something you'll hear every day. It's true. Hey Mystery, hey Mordred, thought you weren't streaming today. No, it's on the schedule. I was not supposed to be doing Hearts of Iron, I was supposed to be doing Total War 3 Kingdoms. But because I had to start late, because I started doing dinner late, because the game with Bussy ran over, I decided to do Hearts of Iron, because I knew that this one was relatively near the end. 12.7 million Germans. Painful.
Écoutez.
Painful.